Hello students, welcome to an exciting journey into the world of communication. Every day, from saying good morning to discussing homework, you're communicating, often without even thinking about it. Communication is like the air we breathe, essential and everywhere. It helps us build friendships, learn and understand the world. In this lesson, we'll explore what communication is and how to get better at it. Think of it as learning a new superpower. Good communication helps you express yourself, understand others, and avoid misunderstandings. So let's unlock the secrets of effective communication and see how it can make a positive difference in your life. Ready? Let's dive in. So, what is communication? At its core, communication is the process of sharing information, ideas, or feelings between people. It's how we connect, build relationships, and make sense of the world together. Whether it's a casual chat with a friend, a team meeting at work, or even a text message, communication is happening all around us, every single day. It's a two-way street. Messages are sent and received, back and forth. Both sides play an important role, and real communication only happens when both people are involved and engaged. Imagine it like a game of catch. If the throw is off or the catch is missed, the game stops. In the same way, if a message isn't sent clearly or isn't understood, communication breaks down. Both the sender and receiver need to be in sync for the exchange to work. For communication to work, the message must be clear and understood by everyone involved. Misunderstandings can happen easily, so it's important to pay attention to how we express ourselves and how we listen. There are 5 building blocks that make up every act of communication: sender, message, channel, receiver, and feedback. Each one is essential, and together they form the foundation of how we share and receive information. The sender is the person who starts the process. They have an idea, thought, or feeling they want to share, and they decide to communicate it to someone else. The message is what's being shared. It could be spoken words, a written note, a picture, or even body language and facial expressions. The message carries the sender's idea to the receiver. The channel is the method or medium used to send the message. This could be talking face-to-face, texting, emailing, making a phone call, or even using gestures. The channel you choose can affect how your message is received. The receiver is the person getting the message. Their job is to listen, read, or observe, and then try to understand what the sender is trying to say. Good receivers pay attention and ask questions if they're unsure. Feedback is the response the receiver gives. It could be words, a nod, a smile, or even a confused look. Feedback lets the sender know if the message was understood or if it needs to be explained again. Feedback closes the loop, making communication a complete cycle. It's how the sender knows their message got through, or if they need to clarify or try again. Without feedback, you're just guessing if your message got through. That's why it's so important to check for understanding and encourage responses. These 5 elements work together in every conversation, whether it's a quick chat or a deep discussion. They help us connect, solve problems, and build stronger relationships. Mastering these building blocks is the first step to becoming a great communicator. When you understand how each part works, you can express yourself more clearly and connect better with others. Communication isn't just talking. It's a fascinating process that comes in 3 main types: verbal, non-verbal, and visual. Each type plays a unique role in how we share ideas, express feelings, and connect with others every day. Verbal communication uses spoken words, like chatting with friends in the hallway, answering questions in class, or even telling a story at home. It's the most direct way to share information, ask questions, and express opinions. But it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. The tone of your voice, your volume, and the speed at which you speak can completely change the meaning of your words. A cheerful tone can make a simple greeting feel warm, while a rushed answer might seem uninterested. Non-verbal communication is just as powerful, sometimes even more so. Body language, facial expressions, and gestures all send messages without a single word. Crossing your arms might show you're closed off, while leaning in can show interest. A smile, a frown, or a nod can say more than words ever could. These silent signals help us understand each other's feelings and reactions, even when nothing is spoken. Visual communication uses images, charts, and signs to get messages across. Think of traffic lights guiding drivers, diagrams in your textbooks explaining ideas, or signs in the hallway showing you where to go. Our brains process images incredibly quickly, making visuals a powerful way to share information. Infographics, maps, and even emojis help us understand complex ideas at a glance. Often, all three types work together, like when a teacher explains a lesson using words, gestures, and pictures. This combination makes learning clearer and more memorable. To be a great communicator, it's important to use and understand all three types. Whether you're presenting in class or having a conversation, mixing these styles helps you connect with everyone. Pay close attention to non-verbal cues. They can reveal what words don't. Noticing someone's posture or facial expression can help you respond more thoughtfully. When you combine verbal, non-verbal, and visual skills, your message becomes clear, engaging, and memorable. Mastering all three types of communication will help you succeed in school, work, and life. Strong communication skills are your superpower for success at school and beyond. They help you ask questions, work in groups, and build positive relationships. Good communication lets you express yourself, resolve disagreements, and build trust. In the workplace, these skills are even more important. Employers want people who can explain ideas, write clearly, and work well in teams. Poor communication leads to misunderstandings and mistakes. Great communicators help teams work better, solve problems, and innovate. By developing these skills now, you're preparing for future opportunities. Communication is the foundation for learning, teamwork, and leadership. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting. Start building your superpower today. Communication is a fundamental part of our daily lives, and we use many different methods to share ideas, feelings, and information. Each method has its own strengths and weaknesses, and understanding these can help us connect more effectively with others. Face-to-face communication is the most personal and direct way to interact. You can use words, gestures, facial expressions, and even visuals all at once, making your message clearer and more engaging. This method allows for instant feedback, so you can quickly adjust your message if needed. It also helps build trust and strong relationships, since you can see and respond to emotions in real time. However, face-to-face communication requires everyone to be in the same place at the same time, which isn't always possible. It can also be challenging for people who are shy, anxious, or uncomfortable in social situations. Another limitation is that there's no automatic written record of what was said, unless someone takes notes or records the conversation. This can make it hard to remember details later. Written communication, like emails, texts, and reports, creates a permanent record you can refer back to. It also gives you time to think about your words before you send them, which can help you communicate more clearly. Written methods are especially useful for sharing complex information, instructions, or reaching a large group of people at once, such as in a classroom or business setting. But written communication has its downsides too. It lacks immediate feedback, and you can't rely on tone of voice or body language, so misunderstandings are more likely. For example, a joke or sarcastic comment in a text might be misunderstood, leading to confusion or even hurt feelings. To avoid these problems, it's important to write as clearly and carefully as possible. Take a moment to review your message before sending it. Think about your message and your audience and choose the best communication method for the situation. Sometimes a quick call is better than a long email. Being flexible and willing to adapt your style makes you a more effective communicator, helping you connect with others in any situation. Even with our best efforts, communication can break down. Language differences are a big barrier. Using simple words and visuals helps bridge gaps. Distractions or noise, like loud sounds or wandering thoughts, make it hard to focus. Choose quiet places and give your full attention to important conversations. Emotions can also get in the way. Anger or anxiety can cloud your message. If you're upset, take a break and return when you're calm. Lack of trust is another roadblock. People listen better when they trust you. Build trust by being honest, reliable, and open. Overcoming these barriers takes awareness and practice. Stay patient and check for understanding. Good communication is about making sure your message gets through. Tackle roadblocks and your conversations will be much smoother. Communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening too. Active listening means focusing fully on the speaker and understanding their message. Put away distractions, make eye contact, and show you're engaged. Nod or use small words like yes to encourage the speaker. Paraphrase what you hear. So, you mean? This shows you understand. Don't interrupt. Let the speaker finish before you respond. Respond honestly and respectfully, even if you disagree. Ask open-ended questions to learn more. Active listening makes people feel valued and prevents misunderstandings. It's a simple way to improve every conversation. Practice these habits to become a great listener. Remember, listening is half of communication. Master it, and you'll connect better with everyone. In the workplace, communication is key to getting things done. Professional emails should be clear, polite, and free of errors. Use a proper greeting, a clear subject, and a respectful closing. Proofread before sending. Mistakes can look unprofessional. Meetings are for sharing ideas and making decisions. Come prepared and listen actively. Speak clearly, stay on topic, and support your points with facts. Don't interrupt. Respect everyone's input. Reports and presentations should be organized, clear, and easy to follow. Use visuals to make complex information simple. Always be respectful, reliable, and open to feedback. Good nonverbal communication, like posture and eye contact, matters too. Strong communication builds your reputation and career. Practice these skills to stand out in any job. Let's recap what we've learned about communication. Communication is sharing ideas, feelings, and information using 5 building blocks. There are 3 main types: verbal, nonverbal, and visual. Good communication is a superpower for school, work, and life. Watch out for barriers like language, distractions, and emotions. Active listening is just as important as speaking. In the professional world, clear and respectful communication is essential. Practice these skills every day and watch your confidence and opportunities grow.